the housing market isn't predicted and isn't very likely to see the prices fall as dramatically as we did the stock and cryptocurrency space just recently. Hi, I'm Beata Bukowski coming to you with our weekly economic update. With a lot of volatility in the market, there's a ton of talk and a ton of speculation about prices of homes dropping and another correction on the horizon. Corrections there always will be, as the market cannot only move one direction and forever. However, the time is not now. According to Bill McBride from Calculated Risk, who was actually a blogger that predicted the last housing bubble in 2008 and 2009, he calls what's happening right now a bit of volatility, not a bubble. With a very strong demand for housing and new households created, as well as very stringent mortgage underwriting and lending guidelines with the highest credit scores on record. Now, coming from buyers, it is not very likely that the bubble is to happen anytime soon. The Fed's favorite measure of inflation, the personal consumption expenditures, showed 0.4% increase in November. Inflation is the hottest it has been in the last 40 years. If we take out the volatile food and energy prices, the increase is even more, 0.5%. So year over year, we're at about 5.8% personal consumption expenditures. Rising inflation is crucial. It's crucial to interest rates, and we've seen it. According to Freddie Mac, the average 30-year fixed mortgage last week reported 3.65%, and a very strong possibility for still rising. Inflation, low inventories, and strong demand will also keep pushing prices higher, although they're going to be cooling off from the recent record highs. Speaking of those highs, Case-Shiller Home Price Index showed property values appreciating 0.9% in November for a total of 18.8% on annual basis. If we exclude all other properties and just leave single-family homes, that increase was 1.1% in November for a whopping 17.5% increase year over year. In housing news, demand for homes around the country, as I mentioned, is very, very strong. Sales of new homes went up 12% from November to December. And important to tell you, most of those were sold off of so-called plans. These are not properties that started construction yet. Pending home sales, which measure homes for properties that have been already occupied in the past, did come in below expectations, but yet again, it's because of the very tight inventories, not lack of demand. That's all I had for this week. Beata Bukowski, over and out.